because I saw today you talked about the rebirth, of the Girl Boss 2.0s.
Right.
They've just been reborn into podcast hosts now. And I like that you touched on that. Because we talked about Bill Gates' daughter, Phoebe Gates.
Phoebe, yeah. So she was one of the examples, and I think it's really interesting that she's doing a podcast about, building a business and work.
Like how to be a successful career woman in your early 20s.
Right. Yes. So that's like an example of something like that. I didn't have that planned in the calendar, but I saw that this woman, Emma Greed, who has sort of built Skims from the ground up. She's an incredible operator.
Whoa.
She launched a podcast, and my first thought was, how does she have time to do that? Because most and why does she want to? Like, she has an incredible job. It pays really well. So is it a marketing play for Skims? Does she need extra cash? Is she trying to think about life after Skims? Like if she doesn't exit? Those were my first questions. And then I was looking at the outfit and the styling, and it had a through line to this idea that I talked a lot about last year, where a lot of these young influencers, the same ones that were sort of discussed in the West Village girl story, are wearing like business outfits a lot in like very glam photo shoots for announcements on on their Instagram accounts, or like I heard last year one of these girls told me that it's really important now for them to do panels, even if that panel is happening in some place like Auto. It's not on a stage. It's like maybe for 20 women, but they get the shot of them holding a mic in a business suit.
Right. And it's all content. Like reality doesn't matter.
Right. It signals boss.
Okay.
So I sort of saw this like trickling effect of it spreading out. And the business, keep in mind, is not like a funded company with employees. Often the business is just like their YouTube channel. Like that's the business, Like
crazy.
Their business is their podcast, which is about
like, CEO of Emily Enterprises.
Yeah, and the podcast is about how to be a CEO.
Right. So it's like this strange Ouroboros.
Yeah, but that guy Ashton Hall, you remember the like Jack dude who stuck his face into like Saratoga water and was like running, and he would do like fake calls. He'd be like 10,000. We got to do more.
Yeah.
But he actually faked. Now he has millions of followers.
Yeah.
And now he has a business.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not unheard of. You can really fake it.
You can fake it till you make it. It's not even like faking it till you make it though, because like you're not what's making it.
It's true.
That's all like whatever.
Faking it at a much higher level.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. But I noticed that there's like all these hot girl work podcasts coming out, and it makes a lot of sense because we've seen hustle culture do so well for men. It's like work harder, wake up earlier, invest in your, 401k, like the market's open and what are you doing? Like this meme coin dropped and how did you react? So of course the girls now are getting into that.
Damn. We should do the inverse, honestly. This is a learning lesson here, so I see that
we should copy
dating podcasts do really well for the girls, so we should just pivot Middlebrow.
That's true. We should do true crime.
A dating podcast.
You guys said this on your last episode too, that you want to do I think that you really want to do dating content.
Yeah.
You said that.
Brian.
So facetious.
Yeah, Brian. Interesting that you want to pivot into dating.
I think there's something pulling you towards being like the Brene Brown of...
Yeah.
I would be the worst candidate to host a podcast like that. Yeah.
I think Joel Booster has a dating podcast.
Okay.
So
there we go.
We're competing with him.
Or we should start wearing suits and go into our girl boss era. I proposed to Dan that we should start. I said
that's just boss.
Yeah, I was like, I want to be a suit guy, and Dan said, "No, don't do that. That's
I think it's a
horrible.
Big commitment."
And now you're doing that.
This is not a suit. I'm wearing Margaret Howell pants, as we discussed,
and you're wearing like a casual, unstructured blazer.
Yeah,
you're getting there.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. Thanks. You mildly approve. Or you think I should wear a suit? You think this looks messy?
I don't think it's hard. It's hard. Once you start doing that, it's you're right. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Like Will Welch at GQ you can do that.
He's doing it.
Yeah.
The Dare is doing it.
But that's the role. Yeah, the Dare is doing it.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of his...
Willa Bennett from Cosmopolitan. She edits Cosmopolitan in 17. Like, she does it very well, but it's a commitment.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.